Okay, it is chaos and quiet all at the same time. The desk is a little chaotic, but we're trying our best to clean it up here, and it's quiet because for the first time in a while our people are gone and we shall have no interruptions. And as such, I was deciding how to get this together. Kind of know what I want here, and then we have some lovely little things to pull from. But I get a little bored with my current projects, and right now we are doing Mass Make March, which means, well, that's why you see this, because we've made these lovely things. And but we are also getting ready for our other journals. Now you may recognize this. This was from Bella Boo Crafts, and she did for Mass Make March. She did this for her, for Junk Journal January. She did this for her entire journal. Now we only have 10 pages, and because we liked it so much, we're going to put it in here as a little pull-out decoration. Yeah, because we don't have anything to kind of go here. And this is, if you don't know, a Poor Crafter's Paradise. That's probably what I should name my channel. But we're wanting to set this up and have it prepared so that we can begin working it for May. We already have our journal already prepared for April, and then this is our February and March journal that we're working in. And sometimes I like to this is the most beautiful spread that I've done. A couple of little circle pockets, and I love her. I love these, and I got these from, well, when I had money and I could spend money on crafts, I got these from Temu. I know, we didn't have that much money, but we had money to start a craft. Our little belly band here. And our we try and stick some of our mass make projects in our book because we don't really feel like working on them, to be honest with you, by the time we get to our journal at the end of the night. So I thought, well, let's try doing it at the beginning, shall we? I think so. This red is going to kind of go with this. Just want a little opener, a little practice run. Well, I kind of like that better. What does this say? Car General? Don't you hate that? You're like, ugh, it's Kodak for color. Well, if we can't decide right now, we're just not going to do any of it. I mean, honestly, this stuff is so hideous. I don't really like working with color. But, yeah, this is not something we want to do. So we're just going to put that away for the end of the day. Oh, yeah. So back to, I think her name is Bella. Anyway, she did this for Junk Journal January, but we want to prep this for our book in May. And our book in April is already done. It's a soft cover, lovely little beautiful, lacy, pretty journal. I don't have it in front of me, or I just whip that out and show you. But before I get started, I need to prepare this journal for May. And we're doing a two-toned effect here. I've already inked this in Vintage Photo and let it dry. But a two-toned ink effect is one of my favorite It's one of my favorite things to do right now. So we're just going to get our project ready and pretend like when we're ready to sit down and start, it's ready to go. And this is just not taking hardly any ink at all over here. Really get it in there. All right, so I don't know what you're working on. How could I know? Sometimes I wish these things were like telephones for crafters. And because I can't do live chats. No, I can barely ink and talk to you at the same time while I'm recording, let alone try and read what's going on. During a chat and craft. Oh, but you know, I keep getting better at these things. So I tell myself. So eventually I might get to that point, but today is not, it's not that day. Yeah, these edges, they're taking a lot. And I don't know how I'm going to incorporate this, but if you look at these little things, can dangle something off of our brad and kind of attach it like this. Oh, so did I do one over here? I didn't. Yeah, no. So we want to kind of do something like this, but have the brad in there. The problem is that we don't really have things to dangle. So we're looking for scraps, and we figured, well, that'll come to us when we need it to come to us. So that's what we're working on. Kind of at the moment. We have a lot of projects happening. I'm sure you do too. Sometimes, well, there's very few people I saw on a poll recently that people just single-handedly work in one journal, and I thought, oh, good, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. But I need a break from my Mass Make March. I want to play. I want to play. So we're just going to get this prepped. And our ideas have kind of come to us, but we don't have all the supplies. So mainly when we have ideas, we then have to stop and think about our workarounds. How are we going to work around and still get the same desired result that's in our head? Like with our Tim Holtz people. We don't have Tim Holtz people, but we found a workaround. I don't think I'm going to ink all of this. Just the important bits. The places where it would look darker. Like in the crease here. In the place where it doesn't want to take ink all that well. It's taking it better. Paper bag. When I saw her do this project, I was like, ugh, the AMSR and the fiddling with the paper, that's the whole thing. I was like, I gotta work on this project. I gotta make my own. And of course I was excited because I was like, I've got a paper bag. Oh, my coffee's gonna slosh everywhere if I'm not careful. So I get excited by people who have the same supplies as I do, or who have workaround ideas or suggestions, and kind of things, because I know that money is tight right now with everyone kind of at the moment in the US, people are a little unsure, and people are just, you know, some people can spend and some people are like, maybe I should hold off on that until a later date. And then they start digging through their supplies and realize just how much they actually have to work with, which is what I've done. I didn't think I had hardly anything, and I was eager to go to Joann's, and then I was like, wait a second. You don't have any money in your bank account, but also look at all these things you have tucked away and hidden in the closet. There is some stuff you can pull out of there, and as I said, we got inspiration from this lady, and the ideas started going from there. That's where I found that old book and was like, yeah, I want to turn this into a journal kind of glue book thing. And we've got a paper bag, and we've wanted to do a paper bag journal. There's so many projects. Sometimes I feel like there's not enough time. And although I'm not working at the moment outside of the home, I don't know if I told you this last time, but we had a great cabbage debacle of 2025 is what we're calling it. A family member wanted to cook something cabbage for St. Patrick's Day. I know. And they wanted to cook it in a pressure cooker of all things. Naturally, it blew up, right? I think those things only have about 5 uses, and then they blow up. So the 5 uses were up, and it blew up, and cabbage went everywhere. And cabbage, if you don't know, really smells when it's bad. It smells bad. So the ants, I couldn't get it all. The family member attempted to clean up, bless their heart. And then I came in the next day after the ants were already like, oh, were you invited to the party? Because we just live in a place that is full of insects. So you can't leave anything on the counter overnight, or the insects are like, oh, thanks. And of course, this was on the wall, behind the stove, on the floor, on the pantry door, which is why I call it the great debacle of 2025. So I think after cleaning that up, there was still a smell. And you know how that is? You're like, what is that smell? It's not the same smell. It's a different smell, a pungent smell, a smell that should not be in a kitchen. So turns out potatoes were the culprit. Is that? Now it's not wanting to take this ink. There it goes. So I found the potatoes this morning. I've had to clean. I've had to shuffle the people out of the house. And I am the kind of person that has all my stuff in one place, so that when I'm ready to go, I just go. I'm ready to go. You've told me we're leaving, and now let's go. Took me a long time to get to that point, about 40 years or so. So don't give up if you're not quite there. That is the color we have wanted to achieve. Finally, I thought about bringing this in, but it's going to get smushed. So that was out. And then we're going to want to do something. I think I might trim this off, actually, to where it's just the black border. And then because we don't have an ID card, and those stamps and such. We've got people. I don't know where they went, but we have them. They're here somewhere. $19.43. So if you ask your people, if you happen to be low on supplies, and you ask your people around you to give you their old paper, old junk, graph paper, grandma's recipes, or any kind of old paper, and you show them what you're doing, they'll start collecting it for you. Can you believe that? Huh. Did you ever receive a gingerbread man in midsummer? Love and please. Manage not to get tired. Something of, wait, tired existence? I can read cursive, but not everybody's cursive is the same. See, like, what is this? Mozilla? Deer? Anyway, 1952. People will give you their stuff. And then when they're out shopping, that's a boys' club if I've ever seen one. Not a single lady there. Oh, God, I love these plaid shirts, though. People will give you stuff. I'll be like, this is old. Do you want it? Just take it. Say, yes, thank you. They're under here. Good grief. That took a long time. She's snacking on something. How great is this? And she is not thrilled to have her picture taken. Good Lord. Look at this stunning beauty. God. You know, I hope none of these people are your grandma or that you recognize as your grandma. But I think these might be the size that we need to kind of go in like an ID card. I mean, she's too pretty just to put on here, right? I want something a little, maybe this guy. I don't know. Let's just cut him out and see where we're at. Well, if you don't know, we cut so slow. And it still manages to be wonky and not straight. That's okay. Everybody's got their strong suits. Oh, after I've cut that, I look at this one and think, these might fit better, but it's a little too large. I think that's too dark. Let's try distressing with this light color first. Oh, these things are so difficult to get off. Don't work on the project. Oh, don't let me tell you how I've learned that. Yeah, that's going to give us some nice yellowing to the page. Without distorting too much. Yeah, look at that glow. I hope y'all can see it. And then we'll do And then we'll do a vintage photo, aptly named. Let's see if we can't layer on this ink. Ever so slightly. More in the corners. I think I'm just going to do videos showing you all the multitude of stuff that I work on at different times. And what else did we learn from the Bella Boo? We learned not to glue anything down until we were sure of the placement. Oh, okay. That seems to work a little better. Yeah, because she did great she did great collage work. And I liked that. Okay, so we're just going to skip the date altogether. Put him in there. But yeah, so she did great collage work. And I noticed that she played with a lot of her pieces. And with the arrangements before gluing them down. Which sometimes, I get really eager. And I just start gluing stuff. And then I'm like, oh, it doesn't tend to work because I want to go behind items. And while my glue is not that spectacular, by the time that I figure it out, it's already taken a hold. So I think I'm just going to start doing videos where we are figuring all this stuff out together. And it's a bit of random Mod Podge of stuff because I don't think I have anything new to bring to the table just yet, aside from, and I'm sure I'm not new to the layering the inks thing, although I haven't seen anybody else do it. That doesn't mean it's not been done before. But we're all sharing our different ideas. And this is definitely going to work. So I think we can safely glue this guy on here, because if we wanted to add something, it would be out here. Then again, it might be behind there. Let's just glue a little bit of it together. And that way, if we want to slide some stuff back and forth, we can. Ooh, well, we learned about that together. And that way, if we still want to put stuff behind it, it will slide in there. Ha, 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 ha. Figuring it out together. All right. So now that we've gotten to know each other a little bit better, you can pop by here whenever you want to. I mostly do shorts, but we're working up to the big stuff, like our videos. Yeah. And I want to encourage you to do the same. You got to start somewhere, right? Right.